forest life. Rama spent few days on the Chitrakoot mountain. The life there was charmful. The forest inspired him and Sita. The beauty behind the nature gave them pleasure. Several days passed. Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita walked south until they came upon Dandaka forest. Once beautiful place, Dandaka was now a barren wasteland. Shreds of bark and dead tree littered the ground. Stumps of trees were all that remained of a once lush forest. The sound of the wind seemed to warn anyone who approached. At night, demons prowled the land in search of flesh. Religious men who gave up all the worldly comforts and became hermits also lived in the forest. They spoke of the horrors that Ravana's demon had done. Rama and Lakshmana promised they would kill all these demons. The trio left Chitrakoot and spent the next few years wandering through the great forest, visiting the holy men here and there. Sage Agastya advised Rama to settle at Panchavati on the banks of the Godavari. Rama accordingly continued his journey and reached Panchavati. On reaching Panchavati, Lakshmana put up an elegant hut. They lived happily there. Here was a magnificent forest untouched by demons. The air was fragrant with the smell of flowers. Fruit grew on every vine. Birds sang joyfully. Let us build a hut here, Rama said. Nearby lived the ancient vulture king, Jatayu. Jatayu made friends with them and enjoyed guarding Sita while the brothers went for hunting. Just beyond the clearing lived Surpanakha, the she-demon. She was Ravana's sister. She had a pot belly, huge ears, claws on fingers and toes, slits of eyes, and dirty hair. One day, she saw Rama in the forest and, being struck by his beauty, fell in love with him. She put down the bone she was gnawing on and said, I want him for my husband. Using her magical powers, she turned herself into a beautiful maiden. She asked Rama, why does such a strong, handsome man live in the forest? Who are you? Rama told her his story. Upon seeing Sita, the she-demon said, that woman is not good enough for you. Rama responded, and what might I ask is? I am. I can make you happy. Rama was too amused to be angry with her. Smilingly he said, as you see, I am already married. But my brother Lakshmana has not got his wife with him. He is young and handsome. Approach him, O fair lady. Shurpanakha took Rama's words seriously and approached Lakshmana. Lakshmana understood the joke. He said, Rama is my master. I am his slave. It is not proper that you should become a slave of a slave. Shurpanakha again went to Rama, but this time with flaming eyes she said, you are humiliating me in the presence of this woman. I will now devour her from your very eyes. So saying, she pounced upon Sita like a wild animal. But Lakshmana swiftly intervened and cut off her nose. Shurpanakha, crying with pain, ran away into the forest to seek the help of her brother Khara. Shurpanakha ran until she met her brothers Khara and Dushan, who lived on the edge of the forest. Seeing his sister's blooded face, Khara cried, who has done this to you? His wounded sister Shurpanakha whimpered, a human. A human? Khara replied. What human can do this? Take us to them. We will kill them. Khara gathered his army of demon warriors and marched into the forest. Lakshmana noticed the sky growing darker. They seemed to turn into night. Then he looked again. The sky was filled with flying demons. Upon seeing this, Rama told Sita to remain in the hut. With Lakshmana at his side, Rama would face Khara's forces. Rama fired his golden arrows skyward. With each shot, mortally wounded demons fell to earth. The fierce battle continued. No magic or weapons could save the demons from Rama's divine weapon. In the end, Khara and his 14,000 warriors were slain. Shurpanakha watched in horror as her brothers and their army were destroyed. She hurried to Lanka to see her brother Ravana. On seeing her brother Ravana, Shurpanakha cried, "O Ravana, Khara and Dushan both have been killed by humans. All their warriors are dead too." On hearing this, Ravana rose angrily from his throne. The crown on his 10 heads glistened. He raised his 10 left arms, pointing towards his disfigured sister, and said, "And how many thousand of humans fought so well?" "There are only two, my lord," answered Shurpanakha, weeping. "Only two?" roared Ravana, voice echoing through the palace. "The two banished princes from Ayodhya, they have done this alone," his sister said. "What gods are on their side?" Ravana wounded. "One more thing," Shurpanakha added. "Rama's wife Sita is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. She would make a lovely queen if she becomes yours." "Sita?" said Ravana. "Moreover, Sita embraces as her husband will outgain the gold in happiness." She added fuel to the fire. Quick as lightning, Ravana thought of a plan that would avenge the insult his sister has suffered and at the same time get the lovely Sita for himself. "Perhaps there is a way to revenge my sister's wounds and avenge the loss of my two brothers. Maybe I can push Rama in a way he will never expect." Ravana summoned his magic chariot plane, Pushpaka, and flew off. Over the vast ocean and great mountains, he traveled until he landed at the den of Maricha the magician. The magician was able to assume the form of any human or beast. Ravana told Maricha about Rama. He also spoke of his desire to take Sita from the forest, carry her back to Lanka, and make her his queen. "I shall do whatever I can to help," said the magician. He continued, "I will go to Chitrakoot forest where I shall change into a golden deer and stand near their hut. I will lure Rama away. You will do the rest." One day Sita was gathering flowers near her cottage when a golden deer flashed past. Sita was spellbound. "Do come and look at this creature," she cried, eager that Rama and Lakshmana should see that beautiful deer. They came looking out in all directions. Sita, pointing to the animal, cried with delight, "Look, I have never seen such beautiful deer in my life. Can't you get it for me? I will make it my pet." "It is a wonderful creature," said Rama. "We must catch it, Lakshmana, as Sita is so delighted with it and wants it." Lakshmana grew suspicious. He said, "This is no animal. It seems that demons are playing tricks on us." But Rama said, "If this deer is real animal, I shall get it for Sita. But if it is demon, I shall kill him. Have no fear, but look after Sita. Take care, don't leave her whatever happens." "You stay with Sita," Rama told Lakshmana. "I will, my lord," Lakshmana replied. With these words, Rama started out in pursuit of the golden deer. No sooner had Rama taken a step towards the deer than it darted into the woods. It was taking Rama farther and farther from the hut. It was none other than Maricha. Then, deep in the forest, the deer paused. Rama moved closer to it. As he did so, the deer changed into the form of Maricha. "Lakshmana was right," Rama cried. His heart was filled with fear. He ran as fast as he could. Then he heard a voice that sounded exactly like his own cry out, "Lakshmana, help me!" Rama came to the fact that he had been tricked. He hoped his brother would ignore these cries. At the same time in the hut, as soon as Sita heard the words, looked at Lakshmana and said, "That is your brother, my husband. He is crying for help. You must go and help him." "But Rama told me not to leave your side," Lakshmana said hesitantly. "But Sita insisted. You must go and help him." "I cannot," replied Lakshmana. "You cannot? You are not worried of my husband's safety? How can you just stand there after hearing the voice? Do you not help him because he is only your half brother, or because he is my husband?" "Then I shall find him," said Sita. "No," said Lakshmana. "If you do not go after him, Lakshmana, I shall kill myself." Finally, Lakshmana made his decision. Before he left, he drew a circle around the entrance to the hut and said to Sita, "Do not step beyond this magical circle. Inside of it, you will be safe. Lakshmana grasped his spear and ran in the direction of Rama's voice. Ravana saw how well his trick had worked. Sita was alone. He disguised himself as a hermit, complete with wooden sandals, staff, and water pot clothed in austere garments. He approached the hermitage, chanting the Vedas. Wondering at the strange voice, Sita came out of her hut. Seeing the holy man, she bought some food and offered it to him, standing within the line drawn by Lakshmana. Take this offering, said Sita. The Ravana noticed the magical circle. He knew that as long as she remained within the circle, he could not get her. He had to get Sita outside of it. I am a sannyasi. I cannot enter your home. To accept your gracious offering, you must leave your home. But I can't, said Sita. I am not permitted to cross this line. In that case, I don't need your arms. With these words, Ravana began to walk away. Sita hesitated. She had always helped the poor. How could she ignore this man? Disregarding Lakshmana's warning, Sita stepped beyond the circle. Immediately, Ravana pounced on her and seized her hands. He thundered, I am Ravana, the king of Lanka. Come to Lanka and be my queen. There will be 5,000 slaves at your service. Leave this beggar Rama and follow me. Then, like a tiger springing from high grass, Ravana grabbed Sita and placed her in his chariot. Sita screamed, but it was too late. The chariot rose into the sky and sped off to Lanka. As Ravana beaded south, Jatayu, the great eagle, saw Sita. Jatayu spread his huge wings and flew up to the chariot. Free Sita, Jatayu declared to Ravana, or I shall kill you. But Ravana ignored the threat. Then Jatayu tore off one of the chariot's railings. He gently removed Sita from the chariot and set her on the earth. In blind fury, Jatayu attacked, tearing off Ravana's arms and heads. Blood spurted from Ravana's mutilated body. As fast as Ravana lost an arm or head, it grew back. Jatayu was growing tired from the fight. As fast as Ravana lost an arm or head, it grew back. Jatayu growing tired from the fight. Sensing the problem of Jatayu, Ravana drew the sword and cut off both of Jatayu's wings. The brave bird fell on the ground dying. Sita caressed Jatayu. She thanked him for trying to save her. Jatayu, even though wounded, looked at Sita and assured that he would tell Rama about the kidnap and he would live till his arrival. In an instant, Ravana pulled Sita back into the chariot and staggered back to Lanka. Rishyamukh Parvat is found in southern part of Bharatavarsha called Dakshina Path. Ravana had to pass that way before reaching Sri Lanka. So, he slowed down his Viman. Sita found few monkeys sitting on the peak of the mountain. Sugriva and Hanuman were the elders. Sita felt that Rama would come that way in search of her. So, she removed some of her jewels and bunched them in the cloth. Then she threw the bunch towards the Vanaras. After Ravana crossed the mountain region, speeded up the Vimana and reached Lanka after a while. The Vanaras, Sugriva, Hanuman, Nala, and others took away the bunch of jewels and kept the same with them. Sugriva was the younger brother of Vali, a king of the monkey tribe. Once they reached the city, Ravana tried to convince Sita to stay in Lanka and be his queen, but Sita would not listen to his wish. She loved Rama and only Rama. Hearing this, Ravana led Sita out of the palace and into the garden. He guarded her with 100 demons. Back in the forest, Lakshmana found Rama unharmed. Terror and fear filled Lakshmana's heart. He too had been tricked. Rama was astonished to see him. Lakshmana, I told you to look after Sita, but you have come all the way leaving Sita alone. What made you come here? Rama asked. Lakshmana explained his brother what had happened in detail after he left. Both Rama and Lakshmana returned to the hut. Rama called for Sita. He went inside the hut. Sita, Sita, Rama's calling filled the sky. Where is she? She is not found there. Rama searched her in the garden. He didn't see Sita there too. Lakshmana climbed the trees and saw far off places for his sister in law. Rama called Sita in a louder voice, but Sita was nowhere. Rama kept on asking the rivulets, flowers, parrots, peacocks, trees, creepers, and clouds, "Oh, friends, did you see my Sita?" The inanimate objects also he asked. His quest for Sita was continuous day and night. He walked and walked, nowhere Sita was found. Rama told Lakshmana, "Brother, I will not live without Sita. She is my heart, she is my soul. You go back to Ayodhya and tell Bharata and others Rama is no more." Lakshmana consoled his brother, "Rama, do not lose your heart. Let us search for her. We will have her soon. You are an elderly person. If you lose points, who will guide me? Let us move further. As you're aware, Rakshasas wander here. They will be having magical powers. Just you have seen a giant in the form of deer who has separated us from Sita. Lakshmana, I don't know what circumstances my Sita is facing. As you said, let us search seriously, said Rama. Rama and Lakshmana went further. They walked some distance. Then they heard an ailing sound. On hearing that, they went in the direction from where the sound is heard. Rama and Lakshmana came to the place where Jatayu was lying wounded. Jatayu painfully raised his bleeding head and said, "O Rama, Sita has been carried away by Ravana. I tried my best to save her, but that cruel Ravana cut off my wings and flew away with her." After uttering these words, Jatayu spat blood and died. Rama mourned long for the great sacrifice of Jatayu. He gratefully cremated him and duly performed his last rites, as if he were his close relative.